Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 2nd February 2022. Right now, I am with the 11th Cambridge class, and the subject we are studying is D Maths 4024. This is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D 4024. We have selected today a paper. This paper is paper 1. The name of the paper is October November 2008, and this paper 1 is of 2 hours, and the calculator is not allowed in this paper. So let's start this paper. Hope you will enjoy this. So let's go to the paper, the exact paper. So here we go. On your screen the paper is showing up, October November 2008, paper 1, 2-hour time. Calculator is not allowed in this paper. Okay, so the first question coming up on your screen, he says evaluate 0.3 multiply 0.06. So if you want to evaluate it, you will remove the decimal. The thing will become 3 by 10 multiply 6 by 100. And let me show you how I do it. So here we go. So I will remove the decimal. In the place of the decimal, I will put 1, and after the decimal there is 1 digit, so I will put 10 here. For this decimal, I will put 1 here. After the decimal, there are 2 digits, so I will put 2 zeros here. So the numerator will multiply with the numerator, and the denominator will multiply with the denominator. So you will have 18 divided by 1000. So now the decimal is here. So because here there are 3 zeros, so it will move 3 steps to the left. The decimal will move 3 steps to the left. So you will have 0.018. So this is how you do it. So question number 1, and it's B part. He says, let me show you the question. Here we go. The question is 0.4 plus 0.3 multiply 5. So we have to evaluate. The procedure is same. We will remove the decimals. So you will have 0.4 means 4 by 10 plus 0.3 means 3 by 10 multiply 5. And you will have 15 by 10. So because the denominators are same, so these two fractions, they will add up directly. The numerators will be added up. So 4 plus 15, that will be 19 by 10, and that will be 1.9. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so let's have a look at the second question. The question number 2. Express 0.45 as a fraction, giving your answer in its lowest term. And then he says express 13 by 40 as a percentage. That's question number 2. So let's go to the questions. Okay, here we go. So 0.45 means 45 by 100. And you can cancel here with the table of the 5. So you will have 9 by 20. So this is how you do the question number 2A part. Question number 2B part, here we have 13 by 40, and you will multiply it with 100. So you will have, I have cancelled it with the table of the 4. So you will have 10 by 10 and 25 upstairs. So it will be 13 by 10 multiply 25. So 13 multiplied 25, that will be 325, and divided by 10. So the final answer will be 32.5%. So this is how you do this. 32.5% is the answer. Okay, so let's go to this question. Question number 3. He says evaluate. So we have to evaluate. This is 3 whole 1 by 5 minus 2 whole 2 by 3. And then in the B part, you have 4 raised to power 3 by 2. So that is okay. So 3 whole 1 by 5, 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 1, that will be 16, 16 by 5. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. So you will have 8 by 3. So 16 by 5 minus 8 by 3. We will take the LCM. The LCM of the 3 and the 5 will be 15. So divide the LCM with this denominator, you will get 3. 3 multiply 16. Divide the LCM with this denominator, you get 5. 5 multiply 8. You know, 3 multiply 16 is 48, minus 5 multiply 8 is 40. So 48 minus 40, that will be 8. So 8 divided by 15 is my final answer. Okay. So you have 4 raised to power 3 by 2. So 4 can be substituted with the 2 square because 4 is equals to 2 multiplied 2. That's 2 square. So in the place of 4, I have written 2 raised to power 2 square, and then raised to power 3 by 2. You know the power of the power multiplies with each other. So this 2 will multiply with 3 by 2. 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So you will have 3. So 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 means 2 multiply 2, and that will be 8. So this is how you do question number 3. Okay, so the next question coming up on your screen. A basketball stadium has 13492 seats, 13,492 seats. During a season, a basketball team played 26 matches and every seat was sold for each match. At each match, a seat cost $18.80. By writing each value correct to one significant figure, estimate the total amount of money paid to watch these matches during this season. Okay, so this number, when you round it off to one significant figure, it will be 10,000. This will be 30, and this will be 20. You multiply all these three terms together, and you will get the money earned. Okay, so let me show you the question number 4. Here we go. So the total amount will be the number of seats, the number of matches, and the price of the one seat. So when you round them off to one significant figure, 13,000 will be 10,000. 26 to one significant figure will be 30. 18.80 to one significant figure will be 20. So 10,000 multiplied 30 multiplied 20. 30 multiplied 20, that's 600. So 600 multiplied 10,000 will be 6, and there will be 6 zeros. So this much money was made. Okay, so this is how you do the question number 4. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so the next question, the question number 5, the number of items bought by 10 customers at a local store is shown below. There are 2 questions on this data. It's an open data. He says state the mod of this distribution. You know, the mod means the number which has came in the data most frequently. So if you look at carefully, 7 came here 3 times, 9 came here 2 times, 10 also came 2 times. The rest of the number came only once. So the most repeated number, the most frequent number in this data is 7. That will be the mod. So the mod is 7. Then the B part is the find the median number of items bought, and if you want to find out the median, you will write the data in you can say descending order, or you can write that in ascending order, and then you will check which number is in the middle. There might be one number in the middle. There might be 2 numbers in the middle of the data. So if there are 2 numbers, just add them up and divide them with the 2. You get the median. Let me show you how we have done this. Okay, so question number 5 is showing up on your screen. The mod is 7. You see here I have written them in the ascending order, and because there are 10 numbers, so 4 numbers are left on the right side and 4 numbers are left on the right side and 4 numbers on the left side. With the blue colors, I have shown that. In the middle, there are 2 numbers left, 7 and 9. So the median will be the average of 7 and 9. So that will be 7 plus 9 divided by 2. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So this is how you do the question number 5. So the median is 8. That's question number 5. Okay, so let's go to the next question. The next question is question number 6. He says a wooden plank is cut into 3 pieces in the ratio 2:5:1. The length of the longest piece is 125 centimeter. Find the length. A part is the length in centimeters of the shortest piece, and the B part is the total length in meters of the plank. Okay, so it's a 1-1 mark question. You see, the longest piece, which is this one, 5, and it is 125. So the ratio for the longest piece is 5. In the actual, the length is 125. The question is find the shortest piece. The shortest piece is in ratio is 1. And in reality, how much that will be? That's the question. So I will use the method of the ratios and I will solve it. Let me show you. So length and ratio, 5 ratio means 125 centimeter, and the shortest length is 1 in ratio. So how much in actual length it will be? So that is the ratio method. So 125 divided by x will be equals to 5 by 1. So 5x is equals to 125, x is equals to 125 divided by 5. So 125 divided by 5, that's 25. So x is 25 centimeters. So the shortest length is 25 centimeter. So this is how you do question number 6a part. Okay, so let's move to the next part. He said the total length in meters of the plank. So the total ratio is 2 plus 5 plus 1, and that will be 8. So the sum of ratios is 8. Okay, so let me show you. So 2 ratio 5 ratio 1. So the sum of the ratios is 2 plus 5 plus 1. That's 8. And the length and the ratio, 125 centimeter length in ratio, it is 5. And the total ratio will be 8. And how much will be the total length? That's the question. So 125 divided by y equals to 5 by 8. And then you cross multiply 5y is equals to 8 multiply 125. And you will have y equals to 8 multiply 125 divided by 5. So 5 and 125, they will be cancelled. So you will have 8 multiply 25. So that will be 200 centimeter. So the length is 200 centimeter. So, but that is in centimeters. You divide it with the 100, it will be converted into meters. So 200 divided by 100, and that will be 2 meter. So the total length of the plank is 200 meters. So this is all the question number 6, and it's B part. Let me show you the question. Oh yeah, we are done with it. Okay. So question number 7, and it says it is given that m equals to 2.1 x per 7 and n equals to 3 x per 4. Expressing your answer in the standard form, find m divide n. That's the first part. And the second part is n square plus m. So these are the two questions which they have asked. And the m value is 2.1 x per 7 and n value is 3x per 4. So these are the two parts of the question number 7. Let me show you how this is done. Okay, so m divide n means 2.1 x per 7 divide 3x per 4. And if I write it in the fraction, it will be 2.1 x per 7 divided by 3x per 4. So I will take 1/10 from here and I will give it to this, or you can say I move the decimal 1 step to the right, and the power will decrease. So you will have 21 and x per 6 divided by 3 x per 4. 21 and 3 can be cancelled with each other, so you will have 7x per 2. 7x per 2 is the final answer. I hope you understand. Okay, question number 7b part, they ask us to find out the n square plus the m. You know the n is 3x per 4 and whole square on it, plus m is 2.1 x per 7. So when you take the square, 3 square will be 9 and 10 raised to power 4, its square will be 10 raised to power 8. So plus 2.1 x per 7. So what we will do, I will move this decimal 1 step to the right, and you will have 90, and this power will decrease by 1 because you moved 1 step to the right, the decimal. So 90 into 10 raised to power 7 plus 2.1 into 10 raised to power 7. So I can take 10 raised to power 7 common. So you will be left with 90 plus 2.1, which is 92.1 x per 7. So move this decimal 1 step to the left, and you will have 9.21 x per 8. 9.21 x per 8 will be my final answer. Okay, so this is how you do question number 7. Okay, so on your screen, question number 8 is showing up. A bag contains red, green, and yellow pegs. A peg is taken at random from the bag. The probability that it is red is 0.35, which means 35 by 100. And the probability that is green is zero point 0.4, which means 4 by 10. Find the probability that it is yellow, because there were only three colors: red, green, and yellow, and the probability of the red and the green we know, and the probability of the last one we want to know. The total probability is always 1. So from 1 I will subtract 35 by 100, and I will subtract 4 by 10. So the remaining will be the probability of the yellow. And let me show you how we have done this. Okay. So the probability of the red is 0.35, probability of the green is 0.4, probability of the yellow will be 1 minus the probability of the red minus the probability of the green. So you will have 1 minus 0.75. So 1 minus 0.75 will be 0.25. Okay, so this is how you find the probability of the yellow. Then their question is, what is the probability of not red? The red, not red will be 1 is the full probability. From there, subtract the probability of the red. So you will get the not red. So 1 minus 0.35, and that will be 0.65. So this is how you will do question number 8. And let's go. Let's go to the next part. Originally, there were 16 green pegs in the bag. Find the total number of the pegs. Okay. So the green, its probability is, we know that its probability is 0.4. So 4 by 10 is the probability. So 4 by 10 multiply so 4 by 10 multiply the total pegs will be equals to the 16. Okay, so let me show you my work. So the probability of the red is 0.35, probability of the green is 0.4. So 1 minus 0.35 minus 0.4, and that will be 1 minus 0.75, which is 0.25. So the probability of getting the yellow is 0.25. The probability of getting the yellow is 0.25. Then they say, what is the probability of not red? We know the probability of the red, that is 0.35. So from 1, we will subtract the 0.35. So you got 0.65. So the probability of not red, other than the reds, will be 1 minus 0.35, and that will be 0.65. So this is how you do question number 8, A part. So 4 by 10 of the total is 16, because he told us that in the question he told us that's 16 green. So 4 by 10 of the total is green, and that number is 16 basically. So the total will be 16 multiplied 10 divided by 4. So 4 and 16, they can be cancelled with each other. So you will have 4 multiplied 10, and that will be 40. So the total number is 40. Okay. On the Venn diagram shown in the answer space, shade the set P union Q complement. Q complement means that whole of the room or the home. So Q complement means that whole of the rectangle. You shade whole of the rectangle other than the Q. So out of the circle Q, the whole thing, other than the Q circle. So because here you have P union Q complement, when I say P union, then I'll take the whole P. So what will be shaded here? The whole thing will be shaded. I means the out other than the Q, the whole thing will be shaded. And when you union it with the P whole circle will be shaded. If even if that is overlapping with the Q, still the P whole circle will be shaded. So let me show you my answer. So here you can see I have shaded. I think that it might be visible. This whole thing has been shaded, and the P has fully been shaded. Okay. Okay. There are 27 children in a class. Of these children, 19 own a bicycle, 15 on a scooter, and 3 own neither a bicycle nor a scooter. Using a Venn diagram or otherwise, find the number of children who own a bicycle but not a scooter. So this is, let me show you how I have done this. So we will draw two circles. One circle represents the bicycle, the other represents the scooter. So suppose there are X people who have both the things. So because in the here we have a 3, because here you have total 19 people. So X is here. So this portion will be 19 minus X. This scooter thing, that circle has 15 people. X is already here. So this portion will be 15 minus X. So when I will add this whole information, that will be 3 plus 19 minus X plus 15 minus X, and that will be 27. So it will become 37 minus X equals to 27. So minus X equals to 27 minus 37. And that minus X will be equals to minus 10. So X will be equals to 10. So the bicycle only, the bicycle, this X value is 10. So this value will be 19 minus 10, and that will be 9. So the bicycle only people will be 19 minus X, and that will be 19 minus 10, and it will be 9 people. So hopefully you understand this question, and let's go to the next question. He says it's a 3-mark question. He says T is inversely proportional to the square of L. So T proportional 1 by L square. Given that T is equals to 9 and L equals to 2, find the formula for the T in terms of L. And the B part is the values of the L when the T is 25. So it's a very straightforward, simple question. Let me show you how this has been done. Okay, so T proportional 1 by L square, T equals to, when you remove the proportional sign, you introduce equal, you introduce a constant also. So T equals to K by L square, T is 9, L is 2. So 9 is equals to K by 2 square. So 2 square means 4. And when that 4 will go to the other side, it will multiply with the 9. So K will be equals to 36. So the formula will become T equals to 36 by L square. T equals to 36 by L square. Okay, so that's the formula. Now the question B part is that when the T is 25, what's the value of the L? So T is 25, 30, K is 36, L square is L is question basically. So I will take the L square to the other side, 25 will come downstairs. So you will have L square equals to 36 by 25. So L is equals to, we'll take square root on both the sides. So L will be equals to square root of the 36 by 25. So you will have 6 by 5, which will be plus minus, and 1 whole 1 by 5. So plus minus 1 whole 1 by 5. That is question number 10. So let's move to the next part. And the next part coming up on the screen is question number 11. It's a 3-mark question. And they say a rectangular box has dimensions 30 centimeter by 10 centimeter by 5 centimeter. A container holds exactly 100 of these boxes. Calculate the total volume in cubic meters of the 100 boxes. That's the first part. We have to find out the volume of one box, and then we have to find out the volume of the 100 boxes. So volume of the box is length into length times width times height. And I can very easily find out the volume of the one box. Then I will multiply it with 100. That will give me the volume of the 100 boxes. And then I will convert that into the cubic meters. The unit will be cubic centimeter. I will convert it into cubic meter. The B part is each box has a mass of 1.5 kg to the nearest 0.1 kg. The empty container has a mass of 6 kg to the nearest 0.5 kg. Calculate the greatest possible total mass of the container and the 100 boxes. So these are 2 questions. First part is 1 mark and the second part is of the 2 marks. Okay, so let's go to the question and here we go. So volume of the 100 boxes will be 100 multiply length multiply width multiply height. That will be 100 multiply 30 multiply 10 multiply 5. So it will be 100 multiply 1500, and that will be 15 and 4 zeros. So 150,000 centimeter cube. So I want to convert it into the meter cube. To if you want to convert centimeter cube into the meter cube, you have to divide with 100, 100, 100. So it's like 1 and then there are 6 zeros. So you have to divide it with it. So you will have 15 divided by 100, and then the final answer will be 0.15 a meter cube. So this is how you do the question number 11A part. Okay. Question 11B part, the box is 1.5 kg, correct to 1 box is 1.5 kg, correct to the nearest 0.1 kg. So because this is correct to the nearest 0.1 kg, you will divide 0.1 kg with 2, you get 0.05 kg. If you add this number into the 1.5 kg, you get the upper bound of the box mass. And if you subtract this number, you get the lower bound of this box, the mass of this box. So 1.5 plus 0.05, it gives you 1.55 kg. That's the upper bound. 1.5 minus 0.05 kg, you get 1.45 kg. That's the lower bound of the mass. The container is 6 kg. The container is 6 kg, and this is correct to the nearest 0.5 kg. So 0.5 kg divided by 2, that gives you 0.25 kg. So when you add 0.25 kg into 6, you get 6.25 kg. That's the upper bound of the container's mass. And 6 minus 0.25, that gives you 5.75 kg. That's the lower bound of the mass of the container. So the total mass, because we want the upper bound of the total mass, we want the largest mass of the total container and the 100 boxes. So that will be the total mass is container's mass plus the 100 boxes. Because we want the upper bound of the total mass, so I will take the upper bound of the container's mass. That will be 6.25. And I will also take the upper bound of the box mass, and that will be 1.55. So 6.25 plus 100 into 1.55. So you got 6.25 plus 155, and that will be 161.25 kg. 161.25 kg. So that will be the total mass. Hopefully you understand. So that was question number 11 in its B part. Okay, so let's go to the next part. It's a 3-mark question on functions, and he says, given that f of x is equals to 4x plus 3, the whole thing divided by 2x, find f of 3, and the B part is find f inverse of x. Okay, so it's a very famous question, and let me show you how this is done. So question number 12, A part, f of x is equal to 4x plus 3 divided by 2x, and f of 3 will be in the place of the x in that formula, substitute x with 3. So you will have 4 multiplied 3 plus 3 divided by 2 multiplied 3. So you will have 12 plus 3 divided by 6, and that will be 15 by 6. Cancel it with the 3, so you will have 5 by 2, that will be 2.5. So the final answer, f of 3 will be 2.5. This is how you do question number 12, A part. Question number 12, B part, and it says find the f inverse of x. So it's a very standard procedure. Just remember this. You will suppose that f of x is equals to y, so x will be equals to f inverse of y. F of x equals to y. In the place of f of x, I will put the original formula, that is 4x plus 3, the whole thing divided by 2x equals to y. This 2x will go on the other side and it will multiply with the y, so you will have 4x plus 3 equals to 2xy. So then you will have, bring the terms which have x on one side, so you will have 4x minus 2xy equals to minus 3. Take the x common and you will have x bracket 4 minus 2y equals to minus 3. So x will be equals to minus 3 divided by bracket start 4 minus 2y bracket close. So you have this negative in the numerator and just give it to downstairs. So you will have 3 divided by 2y minus 4. So x is equals to 3 divided by 2y minus 4. In the place of x, I can write f inverse of y. So f inverse of y equals to 3 divided by 2y minus 4. So I will change the variable here on both the sides. So f inverse of x will be equal to 3 divided by 2x minus 4. So this is how you find the inverse of a function. Hopefully you understand. A family wants to move to a new house. The area where they are going to look depends on the position of the children's school, which is represented with the S, the father's place of work F, and the market M. The diagram in the answer space is drawn to a scale of 1 centimeter to 1 kilometer. It shows the position of S, F, and M. The house needs to be within 4 kilometers of the children's school. And the second thing is nearer to the market than to the father's place of work. Use the first and the second to construct the appropriate loci. Okay, share the region of your diagram that represents the possible positions of the house and find the greatest possible distance between the house and the markets. Okay, so there are two locus given, two loci given within the 4 kilometers of the children's school. So I will draw here a circles around this at this. S will be my center school, and 4 kilometer within the 4 kilometer means I will draw a circle here of the 4 centimeter. Nearer to the market than to the father's place. This is the market, the father's place. Just join them. Draw perpendicular bisector. That is the after perpendicular bisector, you have to remain on the side of the market. Let me show you my written solution. Okay. So 4 kilometer from the school, it will be a circle of 4 centimeter around the S. You can see I have drawn that with the help of the compass. Okay. Then you have to, it says nearer to a market than to the father's place. It means draw a perpendicular bisector of the MF line. So I will open my compass. I will put the needle here on F, open it more than half of the FM. Draw an arc here. You can see this arc and draw an arc here. Then put the compass needle on M. It means technically say that take M as the center and draw an arc here, this one, and draw an arc here. Where these two intersects each other, these arcs intersect each other here, these two arcs intersect here. Join these 2 points, that will be the line which we say perpendicular bisector. Join these lines and make it longer. So here you can see I have drawn that line. This line which I have drawn is perpendicular bisector. When you move on this line, you always remain equidistant from F and M. But if you want to remain near to the market as compared to the father's place, then you have to remain on this side of this line. Okay. So then their question is shade the area. So he said that you have to remain near the market and you have to remain within that 4 kilometers. So you have to remain inside the circle and you have to remain on this side, on the left side of this perpendicular bisector. So this area will satisfy both these loci, sorry, and so this thing will be shaded. So the farthest from the marketplace will be this point. Okay, so I put a dot here and then I will measure it. So okay, you can see I have put a scale there and that is approximately 9 point, I think 8, maybe 9.7, 9.8, 9.7. So, so this is how you do this. My answer is little less than the actual answer. The reason is because these points are already drawn and when we photocopy the diagram, little bit shrink. So exact answer is 10 point something. Okay, so technically it's right, but due to the shrinkage of the. Okay, so here we go. So he says the diagram below shows three triangles Q, R, and S. The triangle T is the image of the triangle Q under a translation -2, 1. Draw and label the triangle T. You see the translation means to move in a straight line. Translation matrix is given, which is -2, 1. The -2 means that on the x-axis you have to move horizontally 2 steps to the left to go to the image from the object. And y means that you have to move 1 step upward on the grid. Okay. So for example, this is the Q you want to find out. So I will move 1, 2, and 1. I put a dot here. 1, 2, and 1. Put a dot here. This vertex 1, 2, and 1. So I put a dot here. Then join them. Let me show you. I've drawn this. So you can see I have moved these points 1, 2, put a dot here, and 1, put a dot here. Take this point 1, 2, and 1 step up, put a dot here. 1, 2, and 1 step up, put a dot here. Then join them, and this is the triangle T. I hope you understand how from the translation matrix which was given, I came to know that how much you have to move. And let's move to the next part. He says we are done with the A part. He's okay. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle Q onto triangle R. Triangle Q onto the triangle R. You know, there can two things come in your mind. That one thing is that the triangle Q has rotated. You might think that it has rotated. And we have a very good technique by using a set square. I can decide exactly that if this is a translation, it's a rotation or it's a reflection. So what you will do, you will take a set squares. So let me show you. I will show you how this is done. Let me show you. Let me start my camera. I have started my camera. So let me show you how you will. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully you can see. You can see me. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so let me change the direction of the camera. Okay, so here we go. Oh, sorry. Okay. So here I have a set square. So you can see here I have a set square. Yeah. Now it's exactly like Q. Okay, it's matching with the Q. The set square is exactly in the position like the Q. Now just rotate it. Rotate it. Look at this set square. Is it matching with the R? No. The R's 90 is on this side. This is my rotation. The 90 is on this side. Rotate it, further rotate it. It will never match with the R. Okay. So from here, I know that this is not rotation. Q onto R is not rotation. Q onto R is not rotation. So if the Q onto R is not a rotation, then what it is? It is reflection, 100% reflection. You see. So these and this, they are the same points. They are the corresponding points. So join them and then draw perpendicular bisector. So you will join them, and how you draw, open a compass, put the needle here, put an arc here, put an arc here, then put the needle of the compass here, put an arc here, put an arc here, and join them where the arcs intersected, and join them with the point here where the arcs intersected. So that will be the perpendicular bisector, and you will see it will be like this, and that will be the line of reflection. Let me show you. I've done this on a paper. So here you can see I have drawn here. So I've joined them, then I've drawn the perpendicular bisector. This blue line is the perpendicular bisector, and that is the line of reflection. And it's a very famous line. At 0, it is 0. At 1, it is -1. At -1, it is 1. At 2, it is -2. And at -2, it is 2. So this famous blue color line, its equation is y equals to -x. So what is this? And this is reflection in the line y equals to -x. Hopefully you understand. So let's check the more question. Okay, so we are done. This is 2-mark question. It's a reflection in the line y equals to -x. Then their question, he says, find the matrix representing the transformation that maps the triangle Q onto the triangle S. Triangle Q onto the triangle X. Okay, so this is also, this looks like rotation. If you use that set square, you will find that it is actually rotation. But we have to tell the matrix. So the methodology is very simple. You see, we use a trick. So this is the object and this is the image. This point is in the object and this is that point in the image. This point in the object and this is the point in the image. This point in the object and this is the point in the image. So I will take 2 points here on the object, and I will write. I will take 2 same points on the image, and then I will use that equation, that transformation matrix, multiply the object is equals to the image. So let me show you my work. So the object is coordinates 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. I will take only these 2 points. Okay, so this matrix represents 2 points from the object. The image is 2 minus 1, 2 minus 3, 3 minus 3. So I will take only 2. Okay, so 2, 2 minus 1 minus 3. You know the transformation matrix multiply the object is equals to the image. So the transformation matrix is equals to the image multiply the inverse of the object. Image is 2, 2 minus 1 minus 3 multiply the object inverse. I will take its determinant. Its determinant will be 1 into 2, 2 minus 2 into 3. That will be minus 6. So 2 minus 6, it will be minus 4. So the determinant is minus 4. So inverse is 1 by a determinant into adjoint. So 1 by minus 4 into adjoint means change their location along this diagonal and change the signs along this diagonal. So you will have 2 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 3 minus 2 1. Now I will take this minus 1 by 4 outside. So these 2 brackets, they will multiply with each other. So you see 2 2s are 4 minus 2 2s are 4 plus 2 into minus 2, that will be minus 4. So you will have 4 minus 4 and that will be 0. Then this row will multiply with this column. You will have 2 into minus 3, that will be minus 6, plus 2 into 1 and that will be 2. So 6 minus 6 plus 2 and that will be minus 4. Now this row will multiply minus 1 multiply 2, minus 2, minus 3 multiply minus 3, that will be plus 6. So minus 2 plus 6, that will be 4. And then this row will multiply with this column. So -1 multiply -3, that will be the 3, and -3 plus multiply 3, that will be 3. So minus +3 -3, that will be 0. So you will have -1 by 4 into 0 -4, 4 and 0. So when this -1 by 4 will multiply with these 4, you will have 0. Here you will have +1. Here you will have -1, and it will be 0. So this is the transformation we were looking for. This is very important trick. Try to learn it. So this is transformation matrix multiply object equals to image. So this is how this is done. I hope you understand. This is a 2 marks question. Here our matrix is given, A matrix, and the B matrix is given. First of all, they want you to find out A multiply B. Then they want you to find out the B inverse. So each part is of 2 marks. That is how you do question number 15. Okay. So here we go. Question number 15, A part is A multiply B. A matrix is 2 -1 1 3. The B matrix is 4 -3 1 and 0. When you multiply from the first first matrix, so from here you take rows, and from here you take column. So the first row will multiply with the first column, 2 multiply 4, that will be 8, -1 multiply 1, it will be -1. So 8 -1, and that will be 7. Then this row will multiply with the second column, you will have -6, -0, so that will be -6. Then this second row will multiply with the first column, you will have 1 multiply 4, that will be 4 plus 3, and that will be 7. This will multiply -3 plus 0, -3 plus 0, that will be -3. So the A multiply B, the answer will be 7 -6, 7 -3. Okay, now in the B part, question number 15, B part, we have to find out the inverse of the B. The inverse of the B, you know, the B is equals to 4 -3 1 0. First of all, I will find the determinant of that determinant. So 4 will multiply with 0, 0, and then minus, and then this 1 will multiply with the -3. So you have 4 into 0 minus 1 into -3. So it will be 0 plus 3. So it will be 3. So this is the determinant. Then I will find the adjoint. I will change their position, and I will change their signs. So 0 and 4 will be here. Here you will have +3. Here you will have -1. B inverse formula is 1 by B determinant into adjoint B. So 1 by 3 into adjoint of B, where 0 3 -1 4. So this 1 by 3 will multiply with all these 4 terms. So you will have 1 by 3 multiply 0, that will be 0. 1 by 3 multiply 3, that will be 1. 1 by 3 multiply -1, that will be -1 by 3. And 1 by 3 multiply 4, and that will be 4 by 3. So that is how you find the B inverse. That's question number 15, and it's B part. Okay, so the next question, and it is also a 4 marks question. He says, solve the inequality 3 minus 2x under root 5. So I will take this 3 to the other side. So you will have minus 2x less than 3 minus 5 minus 3, that will be 2. So on both the sides, then we will divide both the sides with the -2. And okay, so here we go. So you have 3 minus 2x less than 5, minus 2x less than 5 minus 3. So minus 2x less than 2. So multiply both the sides with the -1. So you will have 2x greater than -2. So x is greater than -2 by 2, and x is greater than -1. So x is greater than -1. So that was the question number 16, A part. And then we have the question number 16, and it's B part. He says, solve the equation. So we have 3 bracket y plus 2 bracket close equals to 2 bracket 2y minus 7 bracket close plus y. So it's very simple. You have to solve this. Just open these brackets, and we will rearrange them. Okay. So here you can see it will be 3y plus 6 equals to 4y minus 14 plus y. So that will be 3y minus 4y minus y equals to minus 14 minus 6. So you will have minus 2y equals to minus 20, y equals to 20 by 2, y equals to 10. So question number 16, B part, I hope you understand how this is done. He says the curve y equals to x cube minus 5 is shown on the axis below. Okay, so the graph is already shown here. This is the graph. And the equation is y equals to x cube minus 5. Okay. So use the graph to find an approximate value of the cube root of 5. The cube root of 5. Okay. It's a little tricky question. I have done this, but it's tricky one. Okay. So you can see I have shown here y is equals to x cube minus 5. That's the main graph. So y plus 5 is equals to x cube. So take square root on both the side. Sorry, cube root on both the sides. So you will have cube root of the y plus 5 equals to the cube root of the x cube. So the x cube and this cube root, they will be cancelled. You are left with the x only. So here you will have the cube root of y plus 5. So if y is equals to 0, then you will have, when the y will be 0, so you will have x cube of 5 equals to x. So you will have the fifth 5 and its third square root, I means that is called the cube root, and it is equals to x. So from the graph, x is question when the y is 0, because you get this number from here if you put y 0. So on this graph, y is 0 here. So when it cuts the graph, and this line is y equals to 0. And you can read this value. That value is something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So it's like 1.7. The cube root of 5 will be 1.7. Okay, so the next question is question number 17, and it's B part. He says, on the axis above, draw the graph of 15 minus 5x. So that's not a problem. We will make a table and easily we can draw that. Okay, so y is equals to 15 minus 5x. You can take 5 common. So you will have y equals to 5 bracket 3 minus x bracket close. So put in the place of x, I will put 0, then I will put 1, then I will put 2, then I will put 3. So when you will put here in the place of x, you will put 0. So the y value will be 15. When in the place of x, I will put 1 here, the y value will be 10. When in the x, I put 2, the y value will be 0.5. And when in the place of the x, I put 3, the y value will be 0. So you can see I have plotted that line here. According with these points, I plotted that line here. So write down the coordinates, the point where the graph crosses. So where the graph crosses, look at here. Here. So it will be 2.1, comma, I think 4 point something. Okay. So write down the coordinates of the point where the graph crosses. We are done with that. Then he says the x coordinate of the point where the graph crosses is a solution of the equation this. Find the value of the a and the value of the b. So it's very simple. Here you have two equations. One is for the linear line, that is y equals to 15 minus 5x, and another whose main graph is there, that is y is equal to x cube minus 5, and then let's see. So the from the graph I can tell that point is 2.1 comma 5.4.5. Then he says we have to curve is x cube minus 5, and the line is y equals to 15 minus 5x, and we will equate them. So you will have x cube minus 5 equals to 15 minus 5x. So x cube is equals to 15 plus 5 minus 5x. So x cube is equals to 20 minus 5x. So x cube is equals to a plus bx. So the value of the a will be 20 and the value of the b will be minus 5. So that was question number 17, and we are done with the question number 17. Okay, so question number 19 is coming up on your screen, and the diagram shows the positions of a harbor H and a lighthouse L. A boat is anchored at B, where LHB angle is 108. So this angle LHB is 108, and the bearing of the, given that the bearing of the B from H is 125 degree, this bearing, this is the north, the bearing of the B from the H is 125. Find, the question is find the bearing of the L from the H. So from the H, at H we have this north. From this north you will go clockwise till the HL line. So that angle will be the bearing of the L from the H. So that will be 125 plus 108. This is how you find the bearing of the L from the H. Then the H from the B. The bearing of the B from the H is 125. It's back bearing because this is less than 180. It's back bearing very easily. You can find out by adding 180 in it. So 125 plus 125 plus 180, 125 plus 180, and that will be 305. So this is how you find the bearing of the H from the B. We call it the back bearing. Let me show you. That is question number 18, and it's A, first and second part. Okay, so here we go. The bearing of the L from the H will be 108 plus 125, and that will be 233. The bearing of the H from the B, that will be, I have used a different technique here. I have drawn north. This north is already there. This north here. These north parallel to each other. If this angle is 125, this angle alpha will be the allied angle of the 125. So their sum will be 180. So 125 plus alpha will be equals to 180. So the alpha will be 180 minus 125, and the alpha will be 55. The bearing of the H from the B will be this angle, and this angle, if I know this alpha, I can find this angle, and that will be 360 minus alpha. So 360 minus 55, and that will be 305. So this angle will be 305. The first technique which I told you, if I know the bearing of going from one place from H to B, and if that bearing is less than 180, the back bearing, the reverse bearing, the bearing of the H from the B will be 180 plus 125. If this bearing 125 is instead of 125, it's something which is more than 180, then the back bearing will be by subtracting. So hopefully you understand. And in the B part, he says, let me read the story first. Question number 18, B part. At 7:30 a.m., the boat set sails in a straight line from B to H, from B to H. Okay. At an average speed of 25 km per hour, given that the BH is 70 kilometer, find the time at which the boat reaches the harbor. Okay, so very simple. You know the distance is given, that's 70 kilometer. The speed of the boat is also given, that's 25 kilometer per hour. So I can find the time taken. Then I will convert that time in hours and the second and hour in hour and the minutes, and that will be the time taken. So find the time at which that boat reaches the harbor. Okay, so let me show you my answer. So here we go. So the departure time is 7:30 a.m. The speed is 25 kilometer per hour. The distance is 70 kilometer. So how much time it will take? The time is equal to distance divided by the speed. Distance is 70 kilometer. The speed is 25 kilometer per hour. So you will have 280. I multiply upstairs, downstairs with the 4. So you will have 280 divided by 100, and then I will adjust the decimal, and that will be 280 by 100, and that is hours. To convert it into minutes, I will multiply it with the 60. So you are left with 28 multiplied 6, and that will be 168 minutes. So out of this 168 minutes, 120 means 2 hours. So once so 120 minutes means 2 hours, and the rest 48 minutes will be 48 minutes. So 2 hours and 48 minutes. So I will add the departure time is 7:30. The journey time is 2 hours 45 minutes. So the arrival time will be 9:78. But this 78 minutes do not exist. So out of this, I will take 60 minutes and I will give it to 1 hour, 2 hours. So 9 plus 1, it will be 10 hours, and you're left with 18 minutes. So 10:18 a.m. Every month, a salesman's pay is made up of a fixed amount plus a bonus. The bonus is a percentage of his monthly sales. In 2006, the bonus paid was M% of his monthly sales. The graph shows how the salesman's monthly pay varied with his monthly sales. Okay. So when there is no sale, he then gets $3,400. So that $3,400 is his fixed salary, and then he will make the commission on selling the. I think that's something they are selling these items. Okay. So use the graph to find the fixed amount, that's $3,400, and then the question is the value of the M. To find the value of the M, I will take this point, for example. Here the pay is 3,800 and the sales is of 10,000. So let me show you how this is done. So the fixed amount is $3,400, and question number 19A, second part is, I have taken 2 points from that graph. One is 0, 3, 3,400, and the other one is 10,000, 3,800. So the commission will be 3,800 minus 3,400, that will be 400. So the commission is 400. Commission is M% of the sale, which is 10,000. So M, make the M alone, that will be, it will be these two zeros and these two zeros cancel. So M into 100 is equals to 400, and M will be equals to 400 divided by 100, and that will be 4%. So the M value is 4%. Okay, so we have question number 19, and it's B part. In 2007, the fixed amount was $3,500 per month, and the bonus was 5% of his monthly sales. In July, his sales were $12,000. Calculate the salesman's pay for July. So it will be the fixed salary plus the commission, and the commission will be 5% of his sales, which is of 12,000. So let me show you how this is done. And question number 9 is B part. Okay. So the income is equals to the fixed amount plus the commission, and that fixed amount is $3,500 plus 5% of the $12,000. So you will have 3,500 plus 5 into 120, and that will be 3,500 plus 600, and that will be $4,100. $4,100. So question number 20 is showing up on your screen. He says ABC and EFGH are the parallel lines. The line DI intersects AC at B and the EH at F. So FIG angle is 68. So this angle here is 68. Okay. So the question is, and the FG, this one, FG this side, and the GI this side, they are equal to each other. So the first question is, what is the value of the BFG? I want to know this value. This is 68, and this is isotriangle. You can see the symbol. This is 68. This will be also 68. Okay. So once you know this, it's a straight line. If this is 68, this angle, which is the actual question, which is BF and G, that will be 180 minus 68. Let me show you. So BFG plus 68 equals to 180. So BFG will be equals to 180 minus 68, and the BFG will be equals to 112. So that's question number 20, A part. So this is 68. So I know this is this. Okay, 180 minus 68. The next part is FGI. 68 plus G equals to 180. You will be able to find the FGI. Okay. So FGI plus 68 equals to 180. So FGI plus 136 is equals to 180. So FGI is equals to 180 minus 136, and FGI will be equals to 44. FGI will be 44 degree. So this angle will be 44. 68, and this is 44. Now, DBA, I want to know this angle. So if this is 68, this is 68, this will be also 68 because it's corresponding angle. These two angles are known as corresponding angles of the parallel lines. Let me show you my answer. So the DBA will be equal to 68 degrees. Okay, so only this thing is written there. Okay, so now we have this. It says that the PQRS is a trapezium where PS is equals to QR equals to 5 centimeter, and the PQ is equals to 16, and the SR is equals to 10. Find the area of the trapezium. So I will draw a line here, which will be perpendicular. So this PQ, I will draw a line here, and then easily I can find the area of this trapezium. Let me show you. It's a 2 marks question. So this is 10. So this portion will be 10. The total thing is 16. So 3 portion here, 3 portion here. So here you have 3, and this side is 5. So I can apply the Pythagoras. So h square plus 3 square equals to 5 square. H square equals to 25 minus 9. H square is equals to 16. Take square root on both the sides. So h is equals to 4. So this thing is 4. So now I can easily find the area of the trapezium. Area of the trapezium is 1 by 2 into height into sum of parallel sides. So 1 by 2 into 4 into 16 plus 10. So that will be 2 into 2, 26, and that will be 52. So the area of the trapezium will be 52, hopefully. You understand? So that's question number 20, B part. Okay, so it's a 5-mark question. He says, expand and simplify. So you have to multiply these two brackets with each other. And the B part is factorize. So there are two true expressions given. You have to find out, you have to factorize it basically. Okay, so if you want to multiply these two brackets, the first member of the first bracket will multiply with the second bracket plus the second member of the first bracket will multiply with the second bracket. So you will have p into p plus 4 minus 5 into p plus 4. So it will be p square plus 4p minus 5p minus 20. So p square and minus p minus 20. That is how you will simplify it. You will open it. You will expand it. Then we have factorized completely. You have 4x square plus 12xy plus 9y square. And the second part is 3m square minus 48. So let me show you. Question number 21. So 4x square plus 12xy plus 9, multiply the extreme terms, you get 36. Factors of 36 are 1 into 36, 2 into 18, 3 into 12, 4 into 9, 6 into 6. So I have to choose that pair which by addition will give you 12. So that is 6 and 6. Okay. So you have 4x square plus 6xy plus 6xy plus 9 square. So from the first two terms, I can take the 2x common. So you will have inside the bracket 2x plus 3y. And from the last two terms, you see I can take the y common. So you will have 3y common and you will have 2x plus 3y. So take that bracket common, you will have 2x plus 3y into 2x plus 3y and the 2x plus 3y whole square. Then we have the third part, that is 3m square minus 48. So 3m square minus 48, take 3 common. So you have 3 bracket m square minus 16. So 3 bracket m square minus 4 square. So you will have 3 m square minus 4 square. That's two perfect squares and a negative between them. So we can write 3 bracket m plus 4, bracket close, bracket start, m minus 4, bracket close. So that is question number 21. We are done with it. The question number 22. The equation of a line L is x plus 2y equals to minus 1. Write down the gradient of the line L. You see the equation of the line is given and we want to find out the gradient. So you will make you will make y alone on one side. And then the coefficient of the x on the other side will be the gradient. Let me show you. So x plus 2y equals to minus 1. So 2y equals to minus x minus 1. So y will be equals to minus x by 2 minus 1 by 2. So the m value will be minus 1 by 2. So that is how you do question number 22 and it's A part. From the given equation of the line, we are able to tell what is the gradient of that line. Then he says find the equation of the line parallel to the line L that passes through the point 0, 5. So very simple, it's a B part, question number 22, B part. So 0, 5, because its gradient is also equals to the gradient of that previous line. So m is equals to minus 1 by 2, same gradient because they are parallel. So the equation of the line will be y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1. So substitute the value of the x1 and the y1. So we will have y minus 5 equals to minus 1 by 2 bracket x minus 0 bracket close. So that 2 will come to the other side. You will have 2y minus 10 equals to minus x plus 0. And 2y will be equals to the minus x plus 10, and y will be equals to minus 1 by 2 into x plus 10 by 2. So y will be equals to minus 1 by 2x plus 5. Minus 1 by 2 into x plus 5. That is how you find the equation of the line. Okay. The diagram in the answer space shows the line L and the line y equals to 2x plus 1 on the diagram. Draw the line y equals to minus 2. So the line y equals to minus 2 will be a horizontal line here like this. So let me show you. So this is that line y equals to minus 2. This is the line L, and this is the line we know y equals to 2x plus 1. Then it says shade and label the region R defined by the three inequalities. So these lines are already, these three lines are already I have drawn. So let me show you. So the inequalities, let me read the inequalities so it makes it easy for you. Y is greater than minus 2. So you have y equals to greater than minus, crocodile's mouth is towards y. So the area above this line is the required area. So the area above this red line is the required area. Then this is x plus 2y less than minus 1. So which line is this? This is this line. So crocodile's back is towards the y. So the area below this line is the required area. So the area below this line is the required area. Area above this line is the required area. Then it says y more than and equals to 2x plus 1. So, this line is already drawn here. So crocodile's mouth is towards the y. So area above this line is the required area. So this is that area which needs to be shaded. Okay. So we have to remain above this line. We have to remain below this line. We have to remain above this line. So this is that area. And you can see I have put R there. Okay, so here we go. The graph shows the cumulative frequency curve for the playing times of the individual tracks on Andrew's MP3 player. Use the graph to find the median. If you want to find the median from the cumulative frequency curve, you see the total cumulative frequency curve here is 80. The median will be 50% of the total of the cumulative frequency. So the 50% of the 80 will be 40. So from the 40 on the y-axis, I will go to the graph and I will check what is the value here. It's 4 point something. Then the interquartile range, it will be 25% of the 40. That will be 20. From here, I will come to the graph and I will check what is the value. That's 4.1. Then I will have the upper bound, that will be the 75% of the 80, and that will be 60. So it will be here. So here it is 5 point something. Okay. So this is how you find the interquartile range. Let me show you. Okay. So you can see the, if you want to find the median, that will be 50% of the 80. So that will be 40. From the 40, go to the graph and check what is the value of the x. That's 4.6. 4.6 minutes. Okay. Then you want to find out the interquartile range. We will first of all find the third upper quartile, and that upper quartile is at 75% of the total. 75% of the 80 will be 60. From here, you go to the graph, you check what is the value. It is 5.05. So let me show you. So the lower quartile, that is Q1, that will be the 25% of the 80, and that will be the 25% of the 80 will be 20. From 20 on the y-axis, go to the graph, check what is the value of the x under that point, and that is 4 point something. So that is Q1. Q3 is 5.05. So subtract. Interquartile range will be the difference between the Q3 and the Q1. That's 0.95. That's the interquartile range. Hopefully you understand. And the next question coming up on your screen is, he says that, okay, so the table summarizes the playing times of each of the 100 tracks on the Tom's MP3 player. So the playing time is from 2.5 to 3.5, 3.5 to 4.5, 4.5 to 5.5, 5.5 to 6.5. The frequency of this song is 5 and 30 and 50 and 15. Calculate an estimate of the mean playing time of the individual tracks. So we have to find the mean. So that's three marks question. Okay. So if you want to find out the mean and the classes are given, the methodology is very simple. You will find out the mid value. So mid value between 2.5 and 3.5, you add them up, and you, whatever the answer you get, you divide it with the 2. So the mid value of the first class will be 3. 3.5 plus 4.5 equals to, divided by 2 equals to, that will be 4. 4.5 plus 5.5 equals to, divided by 2 equals to, that will be 5. And 5.5 plus 6.5 equals to, divided by 2 equals to, and that will be 6. So these are the mid values. We call them x. We have the frequency f, and we multiply them, fx. So 5 multiplied 3, it is 15. 30 multiplied 4, that's 120. 50 multiplied 5, that's 250. 15 multiplied 6, that's 90. Mean is summation fx divided by summation f. Summation fx divided by summation f. So add this column up, add them up. So 15 plus 120 plus 250 plus 90, and that will be 475 divided by summation f. 5 plus 30 plus 50 plus 50, and that's 100. So 475 divided by 100, that will be 4.75. So that is the mean of, that's the mean of this data. So by this question, we have reached the end of this paper. So my dear students, today we have solved, we have solved October, November, and 2008 paper. This was paper 1, and the time allowed was 2 hours. I have tried my best to explain you the concepts. So if you find this video useful, interesting, like this video, share the link of this video onto your Facebook accounts and into your Instagram accounts and onto your Twitter accounts. That will help me to promote my channel. So it's a great blessing for me to teach you online, and it's a blessing for me to be helpful to you. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful day. God bless you all.